Ok. So we know that Werner cannot join this meeting because he has some family issues, so he cannot join. And okay, let's see who else. Who else is joining? Let's wait about 5 minutes. We can maybe start to see if we have the action items. Just let me open. Why I cannot? Oof. Okay, I'm already here. That's why I couldn't. I was already there. Okay, committee. Oh, Dinis, Ribeiro.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hello, Adriano. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, been busy with many things, but things are going better. So, how about you? I see many things also.
Yeah, we are working. We are working for the Congress now because it seems to be still far away, but it's next year, June next year. So we have to write the thesis. We have to hold a lot of preliminary webinars. We have to understand which ones of us will participate, presenting some papers at the Congress and so on. So yeah, a lot of work to be done. And yeah, I was just looking now while we were waiting, looking at the past action items to see if something was forgotten, lost in the cyberspace. So let's see. Okay, let's see. Try to share.
Yeah.
Trying to share
By the way, Adriano.
Yeah. So, okay. Okay, we wanted to hold a virtual workshop in 2025 about space habitats, but we have not, so we can close it. This thing, because now there is the Congress, and we cannot do anything else. Send first. Werner wanted to make a first concept for a Mars habitat. Okay, let's leave this thing open. Maybe he will like to present a paper, maybe to make a paper for the Congress. We can elongate this. Sorry, let me change the color of this one. It is closed. This one we can elongate the deadline up to December. And I add a for Congress. Yeah. Who is here? I don't understand. Somebody joined, but I don't know who. No, maybe it is only a...
Adriano,
Yes?
we are organizing the Space Habitat event, and will be from November 13th to 16th. Space Habitat event. Also under the umbrella of Space Renaissance Initiative Latin America.
Okay, great. Excellent. When it will be? From?
Virtual and free. We have more than...
Okay, but when? November? Which days?
Yes, 13 to 16.
Okay, you know that the 13th of November we have an event, a Living in Space event with Joe Pelton and the ACES Worldwide, the Living in Space Initiative. That will be a 4 hours workshop with several speakers in the, it will be in the middle of the day for America, I think, from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., I think, something like that. And yeah, so I think at 13 we are busy with this event. We cannot do other things, but you say
also we can do integrated, like not do activities during the same time. Also invite the participants just scripted to be part of this other activity too. We can do something integrated in the program, like inviting the participants to come for this activity that you are mentioning about. I know that it would be like it's a Thursday, and I believe it will be a lot of work, but the people can participate as possible, right? Not necessarily watch everything.
Yeah, but maybe we can participate the other days, not the 13, but the 14 and the 15. I don't. So you say from the 13 to up to which day? 3 days?
16.
To 16. Okay.
So will be 4 days. 4 days. 13, 14, 15, and 16.
And the topic is space habitats.
Yes, space habitats. Yes.
Do you have a call, a manifesto or something, a web page?
Yes, we just concluded the call for papers, but if someone in the audience would be interested to do a presentation, is welcome. Also, we can arrange a specific time for also according to the feasible time zone. Yes. I will send in the group again, okay?
I might be interested, yes.
Okay. Are you sharing the WhatsApp group? Okay, our WhatsApp group. Also, I write here the address of our blog. Okay.
The WhatsApp group? Which one? The members, SRI members.
Julio, I don't think I know anything about this. And I'm chair of the SRI Space Habitats Committee. So who's organised it?
I'm organizing. It's our I believe it's the sixth edition of this event. Also, just sharing the group, but the previous information about the previous one, but maybe maybe not was identified between many informations that we are sharing there. But I can share again.
Yes, please. I mean, obviously, I'm very interested in this, and perhaps I could contribute.
Yeah, very. Also, you just did one presentation, Jerry, I believe 2 years ago for us, but you're very welcome, and also other members of the group. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
if you can send in the
like,
information.
If you like, I can give a presentation too on the subject of the on-air model, the living in free space habitats. This is my it was also the topic of my newsletter of today. I don't know if you have seen it. The title is "Shall We Dance in Free Space?" Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I will share the call again on our WhatsApp group. Okay, group in both groups about the call is just finished, but you can arrange a time for presentation.
Sorry, I don't use WhatsApp.
Jerry, if you mention here in the chat, I can send to your email. I can copy your email here in the chat. And send to your email. Maybe this was one of the reasons.
Put it in the chat here. In the chat here, also.
Also, I have your email, Jerry. I have because I'm receiving the emails that we are sharing. Don't worry, I'll send later. Okay.
Okay.
No necessary. Okay. Thank you.
Great. Then okay, we were reviewing the action items. So we have elongated the deadline for Werner for the Mars habitat concept. Somebody is joining. Is Amalie.
Yeah.
Okay. Then there was another action item for Jerry and Werner to collaborate on the development of the Island Zero design. I think this was done already. Yes.
Yeah, to some extent. Werner, of course, has been very busy on his Lagrange Point Space Factory.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So okay. So you want this to be still alive? This action item that you want to go ahead?
No. I'm continuing to work on it myself, of course, and I'm trying to get information from American companies who are involved in developing inflatable units.
Great. However, okay, we can say this is done for what it was done, and to prepare calendar for upcoming committees meeting. I think this also was done. This was early this year. Then study the two NASA's papers on space settlement. Yes, do we remember this? It is in the minute of meeting, probably. Yes, I remember that there are two important papers made by NASA on the concept of rotating free space habitats. So we wanted to study these papers in order to understand what NASA said and so on. So maybe we can recall this. Let's see which are these papers in the minutes of meeting. Another papers on space settlement, yes. NASA papers on space settlement from 1976 and 1978. Is I think one of them was made by Gerard O'Neill. Papers focus on human requirements, including social and technical aspects. The documents analyze various habitat shapes, including cylinders and toruses. Lagrangian point L5 is considered the best location for initial settlement. Detailed calculation of lunar materials and Earth resources needed. Yeah, however, I have these two papers and I can share them again if I think maybe Jerry, you have them too.
No, I've had them for years. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So I don't know if we wanted to have a little bit of a survey on these papers and see which are the concepts and if we can maybe use some of these concepts in our elaboration, in our future elaboration for the Congress or not. Yeah, Jerry, you are the expert, so maybe you have to say what
Yeah.
what can be useful in these papers or not.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So well, I leave it open this point. Maybe up to December. And let's see. Then plan an event for World Space Week on the theme of living in space. Okay, this was done by John Pelton, so we can close it. And it is the 13th of November, this event, living in space. Then add a reference to Richard Cole's study on rotating habitats. Yes, this was, it was me. And of course I have not done it, so I have to do it. Let me say for the 30th of November. Okay. And okay, no, the other points are not of this committee, are the space policy and living in space. So I think we have made a review of the old action items, and we can go ahead. So who's still Amalie? Are you here?
Yes. Hello, hi. I'm here. Yes.
Hi, Amalie. Hi.
Yeah.
And we also have Dinis Ribeiro from Portugal and Julio Rezende from Brazil. So, Jerry, do you have any point for the agenda of today?
Well, it said about updates regarding Island Zero. So a couple of weeks ago, I gave the presentation as the first SRI webinar in the series leading up to the Congress next year, and I'll confirm, following my emails with you earlier, yes, I will be submitting an abstract. As you know, my full presentation is an hour, but how long are you looking for presentations at the Congress?
Well, at the Congress, it will be a typical symposium, so we will have Well, it depends how many papers we will have. However, I think it will be about 15 minutes, more or less.
Yeah. So, did you say earlier about possibly doing a presentation on um, um, structures like Island One and so on?
Yeah, why not? Okay.
So, if you were to do that,
the call for papers is very large, so
yes,
we can put inside other concepts. Of course, it's fully
but
free.
if you were to do one on the early studies from the 1970s, that would be an excellent introduction to leading on to Island Zero.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And I might see what else I could do. I mean, I could do a short presentation about comparing space settlements on a planetary surface as against free space.
So, okay, let's make a list of possible papers that
Okay.
we would like to. So I think we can write in the chat here. I hope so. Yes. So possible papers. Reflection. Momento. Papers for Congress. Reflection on the 70s NASA documents and propedeutic to O'Neill, Iceland One. Yeah?
Yeah.
This could be one. Then what you said after that, before?
About comparing settlements on a planetary surface versus free space.
Comparing settlements, yes. Surface.
Pro and con for each type.
Planetary surface and free space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, please.
Other things on Island Zero. Just last Monday, I gave a presentation at the British Interplanetary Society HQ, which was also online, and that was on Island Zero because that was for World Space Week. And this year, the theme of World Space Week, of course, is living in space. So it was ideal.
We have made a small conference in Italy too.
Yeah. So that went down very well, and I had some various comments, questions sent to me by email from people who had watched it online. One was Dave Mackay from Virgin Galactic. Interesting. And another one came from a retired Major General in the United States Army. Who was very interested and wanted more information. So, yeah. And as I just said, I mean, well, I have contacted companies in America who are developing inflatable units for use in space. However, despite using their online forms on their websites to fill in for inquiries and sending them direct emails, I've had absolutely no response from them, which I think is very unprofessional and quite rude, actually. And, you know, what's the point of having an inquiry form if nobody's going to bother to reply to it? And I've even gone back to them again and say, look, I've contacted you on such and such a date, and still nothing. So I found someone else who said that he may have a contact at one of the companies and he's going to see what he can do. But meanwhile, I'm continuing to work on the design of Island Zero and particularly with regards to the actual structure, the wall thickness.
So you will present a paper on Island Zero.
Oh yes, yes, definitely.
Okay.
So there we are.
Good. I think I will present. Okay. I have not. Okay. Now, very good, Dinis. If you present a paper on watering space, that's very important. We already had a webinar maybe a couple of years ago. I don't remember exactly on this subject.
Yes, it was in December 2022.
Yeah, it was very, very interesting, and so it's very good that we come back on this point. And okay, let's use the call for paper form. Let's submit our abstracts because we have to begin having abstracts presented and start working on them and so on. So I think, yeah, you have the link, right? But I can share it again here. Just a moment.
Sorry, Adriano.
Yes, just a
I'm
moment.
afraid I'm going to have to go for now. Okay, but I'll be sending you more things on the email and so
Yeah,
right
however,
now.
I have just posted the link to the submission form of the abstracts, so you can
Got
use
it.
it. Please
I
use
got
it.
it.
Great.
I just copied it. Thank
So,
you.
myself, I have not decided yet if, well, I'm almost sure that the point on living in free space would be an important part of our thesis document. Therefore, if it will be in the thesis document, I will not present another paper on the same subject, of course. So, by the way, this article is already done because I had prepared it for Joe Pelton for the book. You know, the Living in Space book for Springer edition. But what I will give to Joe will be a reduction of only 6,000 words because my paper now is more than 9,000 words. And I think that will be very, very good for the thesis document, because I think in our thesis document, a big part will be represented by the living in free space. That I think is more or less our position, our SRI position is that we prefer the on-air model than other models. And of course, we put it in the spirit of freedom. So we don't want to choose between one or the other, choosing one and excluding the other. But it is very important. It is very important that the on-air model is included in the strategy and not excluded, because I think that if we go ahead like it was in the last 50, 60 years, nobody will think about that, because nobody started so far to work with simulated gravity. And this is a very, very huge delay. And we have, I think our Congress should light a spot on this delay and to sustain the need to start working with simulated gravity. And so I think this is one of the main tasks of our Congress. And therefore, I think that in our thesis, a big part of our thesis will focus on this point. Well, so I don't know if I will also present, sorry, some other paper. It could be, but maybe not on the subject of the habitats. So my contributor to the Congress will be in the thesis, basically. Okay, so
Adriano, I have some writings also based in our space analog missions in Brazilian semi-arid that would be maybe interesting for the book or for the event that we are mentioning about. And we just collected a lot of data and also created many interesting protocols that maybe would be shared in the book, but I'm not aware about. And maybe I can write later to you to know more about this book. Is possible publish it like a chapter or not? Okay.
Okay, but are you in contact with Joe Pelton for the book?
No, I don't
Okay,
have
so
his contact.
So maybe I have to put you in contact with him. Okay, I will take an action item now. Put,
Because I these years I had been very busy with the organization of World Biggest Analog, and it started yesterday. But since finished, maybe you have more time to publish something, okay? Because we have many great quantity of data to share about.
okay, that's fine. Okay, also consider if you like to present a paper for the Congress.
Yeah, when you'll be
Okay,
the Congress?
Our Congress will be end of June next year.
Okay, good.
But
good.
the call for paper, the call for papers is already open, and I have just posted the link to the form to submit abstracts in the chat here.
Okay. I will be waiting for. Okay.
Julio, hello.
Yes. Hi,
Hi.
Dinis.
Hello. We might be able. It might be interesting to have a paper about joint projects between Portugal and Brazil. Actually, it could be an interesting topic, perhaps. I'd like to talk
Yes.
to you more about it. Okay.
Yes. Also, we are, for example, now there is a new space analog station on Portugal, and also they are participating in World Biggest Analog. And this Thursday, 17th, we will have like a meeting with Pires. Pires is the coordinator of the Portugal Space Analog Station.
Yes, with MEPs, and yes, I know. I'm cooperating with them as well.
Yes, and we will have a meeting like between Brazil and Habitat.
Hello?
Julio, you are freezing. You're frozen.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anyways, if anyone drops by Portugal, Lisbon, please tell me in advance so we can go have dinner and talk more, okay?
Okay, great. Well, so what else? Any other thing that we can suggest? Other topics that we can suggest for possible papers? I think that yes. Yes, these, but I have it. I have the PDF of these two papers, Jerry. So if you like, I can send it to you.
No, well, I already have them, but this is for
You can download
anyone else.
Okay. Okay, so I think that Werner also had some concepts for lunar habitats in the lava tubes. Maybe I remember that. So
What about those habitats in the lava tubes?
in lava tubes.
Yes, we had the Mission Camões in a lava tube in the Azores Islands. The same group that's now doing the second analog. They're going to publish a book about the structure of lava tubes as a reference model. So they're doing they're geologists. They're
So
doing very specialized work.
if Werner wants to do that, maybe he can co-author with you.
I'd be happy to connect because in terms of bibliography, I really think they're doing a very good, like state-of-the-art type of bibliography.
Okay, great. Then, okay, we should also propose Gary Barnard if he has some interesting concept also to present on space habitats. I know he made a beautiful webinar on the architecture of a lunar station, let's say, a lunar habitat. It was conceived in the ground, digging deep in the ground and creating this structure, hexagonal structure. That was very interesting. So propose to Gary Barnett to present some architecture concept. Yeah. Anything else? Other ideas?
Adriano and everyone, I'm so sorry. I really have to go, okay? But I'll be in touch, all right?
Great.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Nice to see you guys.
Was very happy to see you. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good. So, well, I think we made a piece
Well,
of work.
I had a question. Jerry, I didn't catch that, but you said you're trying to communicate with someone and they're not responding. Is that Bigelow that's not answering? Yeah.
No. Bigelow isn't operating anymore. They haven't been for some years. They
are closed, I think.
They laid off their staff at the beginning of COVID and have not restarted. I have information about their proposed B330 module and the thickness of the wall, and I've contacted Sierra Space and Vast Space asking, as their designs are more recent, perhaps their wall thickness will be thinner. And as I've said, they haven't bothered to even acknowledge my contacts, never mind respond.
Right. So you're looking for the component parts of the structure.
Yes. I mean, I know that B330, the walls were to be 0.46 meters thick, composed of, according to their website, between 24 and 36 layers. But apart from layers of Vectran webbing, I have no idea what the others are.
No, yeah, well, it's a problem, isn't it? I'm wondering if maybe there's more information available from other sources. I mean, you know,
I've been searching online, and no, there's no. I mean, there's information about inflatable units and sizes, but not their construction or how what size they'll be when they're compressed, ready for launch.
Well, what about Chinese company or something? I mean, it's a bit far out. Well, there's companies in China. I mean, we've got a connection with the China Space Agency. Do you think an inquiry in that direction?
If you can copy that to me, then I'll buy
Yeah,
it.
Adriano has the contact for the
Okay.
China research unit there. So
Whether they'll be willing to give out that information remains to be seen, but it'll be no if you don't ask.
no, just a suggestion.
Yes. No,
There's international commerce. There's research going on, in many countries. So
yeah, well, the thing about Island Zero is that there will be modules that will be available to be leased out to companies who want to carry out commercial operations.
yeah, I think you might get some feedback from the Chinese
Yeah.
agency there. Yeah.
Okay, certainly worth contact.
Yeah, I don't think I
Sorry,
can do this. Up to Adriano.
What? Yeah. What were you talking about? The contact with the Chinese, the DSEL is better is Bernard. Bernard was there a couple of weeks ago before IAC. in Sydney.
Yes.
Bernard was in Beijing and for 1 week at the conference of the DSEL. The DSEL is the engineering part of ILRS.
Yeah.
So I think the best contact is Bernard.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. I've got the name of someone I met in Geneva in June as one of the administrators of the ILRS, the laboratory there. And he said he wanted the partnership with SRI, but I do have his email address. I'll send it to you. I'll get the email.
Thanks.
And his name, and yeah,
I also have everything because all the correspondence between ILRS and SRI passed by me because I was the one who initiated this thing. And so I know who are the people and so on. But I think that since Bernard had the contact very recent, maybe he could be more informed about who are the right people to talk with,
Yeah. Okay.
in order not to pass from the wall hierarchy,
Yeah.
And that is the point.
right. Okay.
So, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I should mention this here, but I'm thinking about the UN section of the program and how we're presenting it, Corpus and so on. And I'm thinking it's important to include information on space habitat development in the UN presentations because
yes.
they may not understand what that is. They think it's a sort of fantasy or something, but it is a scientific inquiry. I thought what was interesting is that it links into well, a lot of technologies, and including the planetary defense. I mean, it's very far out, but I mean, the more we can get out into the space, the more we can do, the more effective eventually planetary defense will be. And that's a very critical issue for the UN. I think they're very concerned about it. Asteroid mitigation. It was just, they don't take much notice of much else, but that's one issue that they do pay attention to.
I think that if we had a little bit more power, let me say, I mean manpower, not the power in terms of power, but in terms of capacity.
Yeah.
We should propose a working group on the space habitats. That would be a great thing to do at COP.
At the UN, you mean? Yes, that would be wonderful. Yes.
Yeah. That would be great.
Oh, it's working that direction. Yeah.
It's very important the work that is the work group on the space resources is doing from the legal point of view, but a subcommittee, a working group on the space habitats will be very important for the scientific and technical subcommittee.
So maybe next year then in
Yeah.
I think it's February, isn't it? It comes up
Yeah,
in February, the
yeah.
technical
I think, okay,
subcommittee.
let's talk with Werner, maybe, if you like, Amalie, you
Yeah,
could,
you might be able to get a joint paper with the China agency and
yeah,
SRI
we could write
February, yes.
write an email to Werner and Bernard and me, saying that we had this small conversation today, and we thought that a working group on the space habitats could be a proposal for Corpus, and let's see if they agree on that.
Something in February, a joint paper or something on
Yeah, exactly.
habitat development.
Yeah, a paper at minimum, a paper at minimum we can
Yeah,
propose.
no, it's great because if they respond, the China agency, there's something tangible there that they can produce for demonstration at the UN. That would be very,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think they'd appreciate that. Yeah.
Great. Okay, that's fine. Good
Okay.
thing.
Thank
Good
you
idea.
then. Thank you, sure. Bye for now then. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Bye bye, Adriano, Jerry. Bye.
Okay, Jerry, do we have anything more to talk about?
I don't think so at this stage. I've taken some notes and yeah.
Okay,
So
tomorrow,
I'll contact Bernard.
great. Tomorrow I will circulate a minute of our conversation with action items, and we go ahead. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Thank you very much.
All right. See
Ad
you.
astra. Bye bye.
Bye.